Hi there and welcome to the Dawn Show. Dawn Stensland-Menti here. You know the saying, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Well, apparently the rich know something, the poor don't. And today we are going to expose some of their success secrets with accountant and the author of the Amazon #1 best-selling book, Rich Habits, The Daily Success Habits of Wealthy Individuals. Welcome, Tom Corley.
Oh, thanks, Dawn. Thanks for having me on.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you know, this is not a thick book. So if people can read this book and be richer and happier in life, it's worth it, right?
Well, that's the idea. You see, I think that some of these self-help books are so big that they're daunting. People are intimidated by them. I wanted this book to be able to be read by young people, from young to old. But it's not an intimidating book, you know.
Yeah, I do. I do. And I, as I told you before the show started, I was reading it to my 9- and 7-year-olds, and we'll go through everything during the show so that you get a sense of the book. But tell me a little bit about how it started for you. And I know you've put decades of research into this in your life.
Yeah, boy, I never thought I would spend 5 years doing the research that I did. But what happened, Dawn, was a client had come into my office, demanded a meeting. They were struggling financially. The bank had pulled their line of credit. They call it terming a line of credit. And he couldn't make payroll that week. So he was in my office at 8 one night, and he said, I need you to help me get a banker or get a line of credit. Otherwise, these people are not going to get their paychecks. And he had 25 people working for him. So I said, I can't help you. I don't have enough time to get the money for Friday. So he broke down, Dawn, started crying. This was a big guy, very intimidating guy. I was always afraid of him. And he's sitting there in front of me crying like a baby. And he said to me, Tom, what am I doing wrong? In between sobs. What is it that your clients who are really wealthy and successful, what are they doing that I'm not doing? I need to know. And so I went home that night. I remember telling my wife about it. And it turned into started out as a small research project that went on for 5 years, Dawn.
Well, and what you found out, and you can read the book, but I mean, in essence, what you found out is this guy had some habits, just like we all have some habits in our lives at different levels that are detrimental to us, are damaging to us. And if we just change those habits,
that's right,
it's going to change our lives, our children's lives, our grandchildren's lives. This is huge.
Yeah, it's really comes down to your daily habits. I call the good daily habits the rich habits, and I call the bad daily habits the poverty habits. It's like a seesaw. If you can visualize a seesaw, on one side, everybody's got a seesaw with habits on it. You have poverty habits, you have rich habits. I have poverty habits, I have rich habits. The big differentiator on your seesaw of life is, do you have more rich habits than you have poverty habits? If you do, then your seesaw is going to tip in the right direction. Unfortunately, 95% of the population has too many poverty habits, and that's why they struggle.
And let's talk about this. I mean, you actually do say this, that rich versus poor habits. So let's take them through a few of these. You're going to love these. So
yeah, let's just talk about junk food, because that was one that got a lot of notoriety on a radio show, popular radio show I was on. The fact is, wealthy people don't eat junk food. 97% of the poor admitted to eating more than 300 junk food calories a day. Compare that to only 30% of the wealthy did that. Now you might say, well, how does that have anything to do with...
You are what you eat.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, wealthy people are healthy people because if you're healthy, you can work longer hours, more energy.
Less sick days.
Less sick days. You don't have all of these diseases like heart disease and diabetes. You can work longer in your career and make more money at the end of your career where you're making the most money. So
and you have better mental clarity as well. Yeah. The one we showed up first was actually no junk food for your brain. In other words, limiting your internet use.
Oh,
so
yeah,
the poor tend to hang out on the internet a little more.
Yeah, the 79% of the poor spent more than an hour a day on the internet, and I think this percentage was 8 or 9% for the wealthy. The internet is good if you're spending your time constructively learning, self-improvement, or for business. It's bad if you're spending all your time on recreational internet use, and that's unfortunately what most people do.
If you're playing that blackjack or one of the poker games.
And I just finished an article. I call it, Facebook is the new poverty habit, because people are spending too much time on these internet sites recreationally, posting pictures, Instagram, you know, all these new sites that are out there. It's all well and good, but everything in moderation.
All right, Tom, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, these are some promises you can make to yourself that will make you rich, that will make you happy. Sound good? See you in a second.